That was great. In fact, so plan for the weekend. First, get certified with Coda 4 and then learn about Coda 5 developer preview. So it's not a full version, right? It's a developer preview, which we are testing now. Awesome. Great. So that was an awesome session on developer Coda 5 and a lot of new features coming up. So exciting. And now, so if you enjoyed, everyone, if you enjoyed this session, make sure that you give that NPS score. Remember, if you enjoyed, if you loved that session, you can give 10 of 10. But if you think if there's something you didn't like, you can give any point you want. But make sure if you like it, give it about 9 or 10. Nice. You will find the link in chat soon. Cool. After that, now we are heading towards the session or these office hours. Now, this is where you will interact with the developer team. And then if you have any questions, we can talk about that as well. Okay, so, before
Maybe
that,
we'll do a Bollywood quiz just at the end of the day while we wait for Peter and Peter and Sneha and Ashutosh and Divya so that we can bring them up. So I'll let you guys do a quiz and then we'll go from there.
Yes, we are all set for the quiz. Dalai, all yours.
Thank you. So I think this is going to be the last quiz of the day. Let's pull it up. Let's see what we have in store. Okay. Which actress directed the movie Geeta Mera Naam? Was it A, Rekha? Was it B, Hema Malini? Was it C, Mumtaz? Or was it D, Sadhana? Put your votes in.
Bit confusing.
I know, because they're not actually known as directors. So which one of them was it?
Tricky question.
Do you have any guess? I mean, don't say it, obviously. We don't want to give anyone any hints, but...
Yeah, I can guess one.
You're edging towards one. I think there's a lot of people edging towards one as well. I think we're going to round out the day with the majority being right again. Okay, guys, come on, put your votes in. I think you've got about, let's say, 10 more seconds. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see the results.
Yeah, my guess is B.
Oh, well, sorry, Naveen, you didn't get it because it's D, Sadhana, which 44% of the people got. Nice one, guys. Back to you.
Okay, so that was bad for me. I thought I will end it in a high note, but anyway, I will practice more. I will practice more Bollywood questions, and then
there's always tomorrow.
Yes, there's always tomorrow. Great. So after the Bollywood, let's go to one Slido. All excited? We can do one Slido, right? That's possible. But this time, let's do it for $125. Okay, great. So let me just open the Slido and let's do it. So let me share my screen. So if you already know what link we will be using, go to slido.com and enter that number. So we are going for the next quiz. Great. So everyone, please join. We'll wait for 10 seconds for you to join the thing. Okay. So we got some winners as well. Previous winners. Okay, we got Surya, Ram, David. Okay, we'll wait for 5 more seconds. Come on, everyone, join. This is real money, $125 for a quiz. Come on. And I'm not sure, maybe it will be easy this time. Come on, we can win this. Okay, I think we are good to start. So I'm coming up with the first question here. And here we go, the first question. Which object-oriented feature Java does not support directly? Is it polymorphism, multiple inheritance, class and object encapsulation? This should be easy. So I'm ending it here itself. And let's see, most of you have answered for, most of you answered multiple inheritance, and that is correct. Indirectly, we do it with the help of interfaces, but yeah. Let's go for the next question. Who invented JavaScript? This is Gavin's favorite question. Is it Bill Gates, Brendan H., Tyler, Jordan Stostrom? And time up. Let's see the answer. Okay, most of you are saying Brendan H. Is it the right answer? And that is correct. You should read the history of JavaScript. It's quite interesting. Otherwise, there's also a video on YouTube by a famous personality. Okay, let's see the leaderboard. And leaderboard says Consti on top. Awesome. Is something wrong, Consti? You are there on top always for the second question, but as thing goes on, you go down. Okay, let's do it. I can see all the winners on the list now. Okay, third question. Here we go. Which one of these feature Java does not support? Is it interfaces, threads, operator overloading, exceptions? Okay, 2 more seconds. I'm ending it here and done. Okay, most of you are saying, oh, this is quite easy. Most of you are giving the right answer. And okay, that's correct. Awesome. Okay, now last 2 questions maybe will be a bit difficult. And here we go, the fourth one. This should be easy. Coda-library provides scalability to your dApp. If you're listening to this session properly, you know the answer. Is it accounts, nodes, magic, Java? 3, 2, 1, time up. And oh, okay. It was mentioned on this slide. Okay, the answer is accounts. Okay. Cool. Okay, last question. And here we go. Guess the programming language. It should be easy. Three more seconds and done. Let's see the answer. Oh, is that easy? It's Swift, the programming language from Apple, the iOS programming. Nice. And let's see the leaderboard. Who was fast? Oh, it's Consti. Congratulations. And if you can see the list, we have the winners. All these are winners. Maybe I should change the questions a bit, something a bit tricky, so that others can try. Okay, so congratulations, Consti, and you will receive your reward soon. You will receive the mail soon from the team. Yes, that's it. Great. So that was a quiz, and it's time for. Okay, and it's time for the office hours. So we got Dalai here as well. Okay. So how was the day, first of all, the team? Peter, Divya, Sneha, Ashutosh?
Yeah, I guess pretty good day. Lots to learn. I believe we had, I think the highlight of the day would be Coda 5. So a lot of people interested in the new version of Coda coming out. So that should answer some of their questions.
Yeah, right. Even I was excited about Coda 5. So that's great to know that the developer preview is available. That's awesome.
Hey, Naveen, I have 2 people with their hands up. I have Yogesh and Suraj. So I'm not sure if they want to come on and ask a question or not. So I'm going to allow them both to talk. And if they'd like to unmute and let us know if they want to. Oh, no, Yogesh is gone. Suraj.
We got Surya and Harsh.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. Did you want to? Suraj? Nope. Okay. That's good. So we'll move on. I don't know if there's any other questions. There is something in the chat, but I don't speak. I think that's Hindi. I don't speak that. So maybe someone could take a look at that and let us know if that's a question or just a comment.
That's a comment. It's just that he's not winning. So maybe giving us swag.
Oh, I see. Okay. Just tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah, sorry. I only speak the one language.
So we actually have a question in the QA. So the question asks, how do I sign Coda? I'm not really sure what do you mean by sign core app. If you're really talking about signing the core apps, yes, we have multiple ways to do the signatures. We have the hash signatures, we have the X500 signatures. So that was what we have in quarter 4. So perhaps if you want to raise your hand, Xin Hong, so maybe you can ask us live, or if you just want to type in the chat, we can also answer that questions.
By the time they get that, I have a tricky question, a controversial maybe. So Coda is not a blockchain, right? It's a DLT, but still we refer that as a blockchain. Is it to ease the understanding of Coda, or is there any reason to call Coda as a blockchain every time?
So I can get that, or being the most talkative ones in the team. So so the reason we always referring Coda as a blockchain is because indeed it is, because the Coda used the unspent UTXO model, unspent transaction output model. So that means every input of a new transaction is the output of the previous transaction. So if you see the result of the transaction as a block, and you use the transaction connect them, so it's a blockchain, blockchain, blockchain. So that provides the immutability and the traceabilities of your distributed ledger. So which are the characteristic of blockchain. So that's why we, for the sake of simplicity, public awareness, branding, etc., we are okay with calling our product a blockchain. But to be technical and very literal and exact, a lot of people or engineers are more like to refer Coda as a distributed ledger technology, or just call it a distributed ledger or a decentralized ledger. So that would be, you know, what's like really going on and why we call it a blockchain.
Right, right. Nice answer. So, you know, in fact, whenever I talk about Coda with someone, you know, there's always this confusion. Should we call it as a blockchain? Should we call it as a DLT? I will use this term like next time. Thanks, Peter.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions in the chat?
Does Delay have a question? Does she have a question about blockchain and how she's going to? Just wanted to bring her up because, you know, she's got this opportunity. She might have a blockchain question, maybe a crypto question.
You're really going to put me on the spot like that, Gavin?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I am. I'm going to see if you've got one thing that you can ask these.
I feel like we need to give me till at least the last day to have figured stuff out.
If you had to ask one question of these guys right now, like one question, what's one thing you're curious about because you've been here for 3 days that you would want to know?
I don't know if this is necessarily like the focus in any way, but I guess I would be curious to see what everybody believes about going forward. Do you think we're gonna completely shift all of our processes onto blockchain and move away from, you know, monetary, like physical exchanges and more simple technology? Is it all gonna go back up on blockchain?
A really good question.
Well, I actually
expecting.
Yeah, well, I have a answer, but I will actually let my teammates speak first, because what if they want to speak too? So yeah, you guys can take the answer, but I will bring out a link. That's the article that our CTO wrote. So yeah. But if they don't have anything to say, well, I can say. But just give me a second to.
Well, wait, Sneha, why don't you take that one first?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, really a great question. But again, if you actually look into the architecture and the design, of course, it's going to go slightly technical. But again, from a very high level, also, if you look at the design and the architecture, not every use case is something which can be solved by blockchain, right? So again, we are not here to completely replace and transform everything, and we're not here to change everything, but of course we are here to replace every damn use case which can be solved by blockchain.
Tosh?
Nice.
What do you think, Ashutosh? Do you have an answer?
Yeah, I think Sneha is pretty much right on that. Basically, what blockchain solves is a problem where you have trust issues with multiple parties being involved in a particular business, right? So when you have more than one parties who transact with each other and they have trust issues, because obviously the entire thing that blockchain solves is keeping your data in sync between two different parties and without the need to have any manual intervention in that. It's a technology which will help you do that. So any of those kind of things where you have these traits in your business, that's where blockchain will come in. But obviously it's a slow process. It will take some time. Probably we see towards 2025 where you would see massive adoption. We are obviously gaining more and more momentum with every year. But then, yeah, that massive adoption and complete shift over, that will probably towards 2024, 2025 will happen. And yeah, you'll see things changing slowly, but I mean, behind the scenes, you will not really be able, while today you might send money to someone, it might be happening on a blockchain, but you don't really know that. So yeah, it's a technology which is behind the scenes. You don't really come to you for you as a consumer, it will still be the same mobile app. You don't know whether it is basically a blockchain at the back end or not. Yeah, things will change.
Yeah, and I really like the phrase which our CTO Richard has put in, and the way he likes to explain this is he says that if there is a situation where you want to make sure that what you see is what I see, then think of it that you need blockchain, or think of it you need Corda. So yeah, so that's again a very good article written by him.
So I mean, let me actually add a little bit more to the answers. so actually I'm gonna share my screen. Yes, here. So this article is written by Richard Jandal-Brown, which is our CTO. It's called Two Worlds Collide: Centralized Finance and Decentralized Finance. So, that's actually a little bit more narrower than what Dalai was asking, because she was saying that, oh, is blockchain gonna sort of distributed ledger technology gonna change everything we do? But why don't we just look at an aspect of the real world, is the financial world? So DeFi is a word, it's somewhat quite popular. You probably hear Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and NFT is the next hot word. But in the financial world, people are using the word DeFi in a magnitude levels. So what is DeFi? It basically means decentralized finance. Is for example, you can think about right now, if you want to borrow some money, you go to the bank. But in the future, or in the DeFi world, if you want to borrow some money, you just go to a distributed network. There's no centralized agency gonna own it, gonna endorse it, gonna back it up, but you have millions of people who all have trust in the same network. So that's what DeFi is most likely means. And then you can buy insurance on it, you can basically borrow money, you can lend money, you can do a lot of things on that. So that would be a DeFi. And then the centralized finance basically means banks, governments who prints the money, right? So in this article, it has a very interesting point, is DeFi is most likely maybe not able to completely replace centralized finance, because centralized finance obviously provides the conveniences that we always need. And in the financial world, one of the strongest institutions is the banks. So there are a couple of things that banks help us with. Is the banks sell conveniences not to have secure your savings in your own steel wallet. Banks sell conveniences not have to use cash to make every payment, right? You don't need to basically write some checks to pay your employees' salaries, or you don't need to use the physical cash or $100 bills or rupees or whatever. China has been developed some technology on the far front. You know, we use WeChat Pay, we use Alipay. You know, I don't have any cash in my apartment right now. So, but those kind of things are all because of there's an institution called bank who developed wire transfers first. So those kind of conveniences are rooted in people's mind for a long time, and it will be difficult to basically get rid of them, to really think about a DeFi. And lastly, that's actually is the things that we don't normally use, and we hope we will never use it. Is what if you get some you get like fraud on your credit card, like someone scam you to scam your credit card. There's maybe small amount like $200 for shoes, but on Farfetch or on Sense or something. You didn't buy it, someone steal your credit card information and then put a fraud on your card. It's your bank who's gonna help you save it. So those kind of things are here to basically help people, to give people the trust, the endorsement. So that's the benefit of a centralized system. So I might 100% sure that is really not gonna turn it over in 20 years. I might not, but what I'm saying is right now we are still looking at a very high chance that centralized finance is gonna continue to serve quite a lot of people because of the conveniences they have. So that's also sort of like the vision that R3 has, is we want to, as much as possible, help the companies to roll into the digital world. However, we are not there really to turn the world upside down, to make everybody's like change the way how they're doing, because people just need to take time to get into a new rhythm. And then the transaction period is where R3 gonna actually wear out our values and have a very strong position to help all the companies to step into this sort of less centralized world. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. Mic drop. Yeah.
And to what Peter just said, people often confuse cryptocurrency with blockchain. So I think what Coda wants to, what we are trying to sell is not cryptocurrency, but we are more focused on blockchain as a technology in general.
Great
You know what
question.
happened
Right, like,
last
it's
year
amazing.
in December? I was talking to one of my relative, and then he asked me, what you're doing nowadays. I said, I'm into blockchain now. And he was like, are you doing illegal activities? I was like, I'm not into crypto. I'm not doing anything on dark web. So that's a confusion which everyone have nowadays, right? They, as Diva mentioned, everyone relate blockchain with crypto but directly. But that's nice. Okay, so thank you so much for the office hours panel. It was awesome discussion. Great question, Delai. Thank you so much for the question and great explanation, the entire team. Great. So now let's move towards the job fair. So do we have Adam here?
We'll see everyone tomorrow. You can say bye to everyone, and then we'll bring up Adam.
Yeah. So bye everyone. Peter, Divya, Sneha, Ashutosh,
Yeah.
great job. See you tomorrow. Yeah. The virtual clapping. Yeah. Bye.